Okay, so that was it's a bit of a delayed start here as we are missing some hosts now. Bit of an issue. It happens. It's yeah, that's kind of happening. So it's a bit of a delayed start. There's a bit of a host stream going to put it nicely. We'll be keeping eye on everything. It's yeah, it's gonna be a bit difficult today. Yeah, we will start off by looking at Necro. Because why not? He's right here. We're trying to we're looking at Necro here. We can see his competitive the other week, whatever. Dark Hearts Wall is going to be looking to hunt down the championship. And we're also going to be looking at some other drivers. So of course, hosting will have to Okay, so a bit hectic start here for qualifying. So we'll try our best to keep stream quality up and also be, uh, racing at the same time. Bit difficult to keep on everything, but we are trying. We are trying. We are trying. Anyways, Zero Denial is on the provisional poll as the 22 SFM will not be showing up this weekend, which means we will have a different winner for the first time in Season 11 in LP at least. Zero Denial and Royal will be 1-2 for Pro Division, with Necro rounding out top 3 in the Alten. And okay, we got sucks. Yeah, bit of a hectic start here. Yeah. Various 5 minutes of racing left. Anyway, people are going to come in for pits to get a quick fuel, they get a quick fuel splash or maybe new tires, and then they will go out for the final lunch with 4 minutes left, so they'll squeeze you about maybe 3 laps? Maybe 2 laps, give and take wherever you are on track. As we look to wrap up quality. So I believe it is Flash on provisional LMP2 pole in the Yalatmaca, and Raw Moment on provisional GT pole, the 98 Inca. We have good old Faye here. He's gonna benefit a lot off the updated CC rules. I will go into detail of the updated CC rules. CCs have been lowered for the extended season, for future seasons, with some new updates regarding CC penalties for the new CC system. So we will only have 85 CCs here for these 120 minutes. It's a bit lower than usual, but people should still survive, and if you get a penalty, we're just gonna climb on the Instagram. Plug in the Instagram, RSCA_racing, that's RSCA_RACING. You should totally go follow. We are extremely close to 100 followers, and we need those 100 followers, and I'm pretty desperate for it, or Alex will fire me. We're at 96, so 4 more followers and we will be there. Plug over. Oh, I need to go flying. So just a minute left of qualifying here. We still have Zero Denial on provisional pole. We have Flash still on provisional pole. We have Zero Denial in the 15 Pro Division Vectra. Flash in the 11 Katika Inca on P2. And we have Wait, no. There we go. Brahmam there, 6644 in the 98 Danish Motorsports Inca. With just a minute left of the quali session, we will see. Oh, I got the countdown. Here we go. There we go. You can see the remaining quali time. Okay. Yeah. So 50 seconds left. There's something I have to do. Anyways, 30 seconds left of quali. As we will round out. A few more drivers are going to get over the line soon. And we will get there. So 20 seconds. As everyone's going to try to struggle for their final laps. Everyone's going to try their final laps now. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and the 1 will be the last car over. And that will be ending our quali. Now at least get more later. So, our last few laps are going to trickle in. Are we going to get any upsets for the last minutes? Are we going to get anyone changing? Well, Royal's actually on pole right now. Yeah, that's on pole for LMP so far. 0 to 9 is not improved. Nobody in LMP is on Battle Lap. Aaron is, but will he improve? Will he go up for a pole? Will he? I doubt it, but will he in that Lunario, the Dimension Motorsports? Looks like Flash has secured LMP2 pole. It seems, I think. Is anyone going to change anything? Aaron does not improve. No, he improves marginally, sorry, but he has a invalid sector. Nobody else improves, I think. Flash is very slow. For GT, I don't think anyone's changing. Doesn't seem like it, no. So, your pole sitter will be Royal in the 10 Pro Division, who snaps away from his teammate in second, with Necker rounding out the top 3. Flash is going to lead away in the 11 Katsuka from Faye in the 521 Amp Street, and Canron in one of the Seabreeze, I believe. Brumman will take it in the 98 Inca ahead of Mark Anthonil and Lucas Matt. Mark Anthonil being in the SFN number 37, I believe, and Lucas Matt in the 01 Amp Speed. We will see you when we start the race. We will be right back. So welcome back. We are back here again at Pyeongchang. We are finishing lining up, and we will then go through the grid. We start with the safety car, of course. I will not glaze myself this time. We start with the 15, the two Pro Division Vectras. The 15 of Roy will take pole with Zero Denial taking second. Necro, the highest placing Alten this season, will be taking third. Magnus, or Sylvia I should say, in the 64 Vectra, what's it called? Eclipse. Number 7, which is Santi in the Artec. Hudex in the 51 Dimension. 177, don't remember who that is, but that's the new Inca entry. We have Landon in the 71 Vectra. Flash, who will be taking our LMP2 pole. He will start in the 11 Katsuka. We will have Faye in the 521 right behind. Then we have two of the LMPs, the Seabreeze and the Dimension of those two. Back to LMP2s, we have XKZ, who will wrap up our top 3. We have another of the LMPs, number 8. We have the 87 LMP2, and then we have another of the LMPs, which is this time the 22. Then we have the 18, the 06, the 42, 888, 24, 74, as we go a bit further down, so we can start here. Then, for GT, we have 98, with Brahmam and Dortals on pole. The 37 follows close behind, whereafter the 1 of Amspeed. 22 of Khalifa Towers. 21, another S11 low qualifying this time. The 59 of Speedy, SPD Racing. The 4 Alten, the 46 RSCA Eclipse. The 99 Danish Motorsports, the 106 in Coda Sports, good to see them back. And we round off with the 9 Vectra. That is our grid today. It is a very sizable grid today here for Korea. Our first time back since Season 9. We will hopefully be going soon. We will hopefully be going. Yeah. So Lucas will be going away for the start here. Starting very shortly. Let's find the leader. That's Nick right there. Let's find Royal. Gear 2, grid starts. Grid zones will start our race here with Royal leading our way. We can even find him here on the leaderboard. That'd be a great place to start. There we go. There's Royal. He will be leading us in the Vectra number 15, the Pro Division. So we will be starting momentarily. As we get our timer ready, we'll be starting soon. So we will be starting momentarily, as we will see the safety car of Lucas Fowley break off in just a moment. 2 hours, 120 minutes of XLMS action today. We'll be racing around the streets of Pyeongchang. So Royal will lead us off. And we will... Let's see. We are green in Pyeongchang! So Royal will lead us off there. We see Zero now getting off to a good start. We will be looking back at the GT start now. With Dortals, they will be rounding up the final corner in just a second. He will be controlling the GT start. They will round the final corner. Now, let's see when he decides to go. He is holding it, he's holding it. There they go. GT is green as well. We will watch them into turn 1. And they will be going off. We'll look further up towards the field though. We will look at Royal once again. He's already fighting with Necro and Santi. He's fallen a bit behind. Zero now seems to have come off to a bad start. Doesn't seem like he's been going very well. As you see those, Zero now has fallen down a bit. I think Necro's going to be taking the lead any moment now. They will round the final corner. I think Necro's in the lead actually. Might be Santi, might be Royal. We will see in a second. Is Necro leading? Necro leads. He will be the first Alten to lead the race. And we'll go there. Also, Lucas, can you bring Ray back to the pit lane? It's in the middle of the track. So Necro will take the lead of overall and LP, which will be the first time Alten is leading since season 9. Should be a huge accomplishment for Alex, I'm sure. Let's see if we can find Necro there. Necro there in the 3 Altens, looking to win. He hasn't gotten a better finish than a 5th this season. He is going to look to improve that. So go down straight. It looks like Royal and Santi have taken back though. Royal and Santi still trying to battle it out. They're going to try to do as much as they can. Santi is starting to pull a big gap. See what they can do. Let's see, they'll go line penultimate corner. I think Santi's still taking the lead currently. Seems to be in a pretty dominant lead. We'll see how they do with CC's further on. Santi will take the lead of the race. It was a bit wide there. You see the LPs further back scuffling. We will quickly look at how GT is doing. If we can find them, that'd be great. Looks like Dortals is out in a big lead currently from the 21 of Playgames. Playgames fighting with his teammate there. We see the 999 abandoned. See the 37 and the 21 fighting between each other. 2 as the pump cars. Be careful not to ruin each other's races and not let the 98 Danish run away. We'll see what those two can do. Mark Anthel having provisional had the win in IndyStar, and then Playgames having the provisional win in Le Mans. Le Mans results should hopefully be finalized sometime soon, but look out for those as the payouts will be coming. RoadRacing.com being kind enough to sponsor us this season and sponsor that race. So Playgames will be fighting with his teammate there as he will try to take 2nd place away from his own teammate. Santi has pulled a 2nd lead already. That's a big gap already for 4 minutes of racing. See what they can do. Dortals has to pull away. Although the LPs are going to be very quick now, the LPs are already starting to catch some of the further cars that are a bit back, further GT cars. This is a very short circuit, just about 100, it's just about 1 minute 20 seconds give or take. It is a very short track, so the LPs will be catching extremely quickly, about 20 seconds a lap quicker around this track. Better downforce, better acceleration, better everything. You'll be catching those and catch the SPD. Alten with Necro still in 2nd as Santi continues to run away. You can see him there up the road. Up the road there. They're going to fight amongst themselves. There's a big group of cars there. Let's see who gets better around the traffic and who doesn't. Looks like the 64 of Sylvia, the BC Eclipse, is starting to pull a bit. He's starting to reel in the Alten and his fellow teammate, his fellow car with the Vectra. We're also seeing the 51 dimension Nario with Hyundai also starting to catch up a bit, starting to get a bit closer. It can be a bit of an issue for those who are going to try to separate themselves as quick as possible. Santi is still very much on charge, but he hasn't extended much this gap this lap. We will see if that changes over the time, especially with the tighter CCs and tighter rules now. Cole Sandy is already starting to catch up to the third place LMPs. That will be a difficult time for him. So we'll catch up quickly. So Sandy is already catching up to the 98 there. The GT leader, we'll see how long it takes there. We will look at the LMP2 battle for the lead between Faye and Flash. See that Flash usually being a lot better towards the end of the season. He's already been falling a lot behind Faye. Faye, who's been really good with CC. As mentioned earlier, we have a lower CC count this season, and the rest of the season, the rest of this race. So we will see Faye really be strong here as teams start to cope with the decreased CCs. The 521 aim speed, I believe, is hot off the back of a provisional Le Mans win. Correct me if I'm wrong there, I'm not sure. That's still provisional, results are still to be finalized, but we are looking excitedly to hear on with that. So as you see, the LMPs and LMP2s, they're actually kind of joining each other. There's not that much gap between them, some of the LMPs being quicker than the LMP2s and vice versa. So you will see a lot of the LMPs a bit further back. Big story of today again, Nia's not here. She will be missing this race, which means the win streak is also gone with Colberta taking 22. He's down 14th overall, and that is also 10th in class, I believe. Just had the number 8. So the 11 cats seeming to have fallen a bit back. We will take a look at, let's see if we can try and find Hunix, as she's in the middle of that pack, it seems. No, I think she's fallen back, actually. Can't really see much from the... No, never mind, there's the pack. We will look with Necro as he's in the middle of the pack. Santi is starting to lose his lead. He dropped 6 tenths this lap, and he's really being eaten up by the other LMPs now. We'll see who will lead after this. Necro gets a good exit. Will he hold on to third? No, he will not take second either. Santi has lost another 2 tenths that lap. That is very bad. We have got 4 LMPs hounding him down. So we'll see what he can do. So Necro is still going to try to keep this lead away, or try to keep this short lead away from the others as he will try to inherit the provisional lead. As Santi is starting to slow down a lot, he's losing even more time. You can see him get closer and closer there. See what he can do. Everyone running wide there. There's 4 drivers all trying to hunt down that number 7 Artec. Oh, Necro gets a bad exit there from the penultimate corner. I think that's lost him a lot of time there in the Alten. Let's see how much Santi's lead is shortened. It's shortened by another 10. This is not good for Santi as he's lost another 10th of a lap. Or 10th of a second on that lap. As the 64 starts to tune in even closer. So the Alten number 3 of Necro seems to have fallen back a bit. Maybe the tire bar is starting to hurt him. I don't know for sure, but it's not going well for him. Let's see what happens. Look a bit further down in the grid now. We got a battle for P21 overall between the Loon and the Oxen. Battling for to the last LP2, I believe. No idea who's driving that car. Try to find them if you can. No idea who's driving what. Can't can't seem to find them. We'll check in on them later. Oh, the 21's taking the lead, actually. So Play Games has taken the lead in GT. I've only just noticed that. Can find him once again. You can find Dorito's there. Yeah, you can see the 21 just up ahead. That's taking the lead. Blaze Racing falls even further down. But Doritos has been overtaken by Play Games and changed the lead of GT. We'll see how that affects once the driver changes come in. Both the 98 and 21 will be changing drivers throughout this race, so we will see what happens. So still tied up top with the LMP battle. The 351 and 10 all seem to have fallen back a bit, and the 7 has extended its lead, as we see. The start rush has already faded away a little bit, and we'll see if, once the pit stop cycle happens, what will happen then. We'll look a bit further back. Cameron is in fights with the 177 and 177, sorry, the Lone Star Inca and the 71 Reese Vectra. See if all there as we have a battle for P8 over P70 LMP. We'll see if they can pull and get us a good battle here. There for the 160 Motorsport. And the Encoded coming back as well, like a member of the RSCA community, returning for Le Mans and also for the rest of the season. Nice to see him back. With this Encoder Sport ESR 06, I believe, as the see them take a few GTs with them. The 177 loads are starting to pull away a bit from the 848 and 71. You see what? Group seems to have been split up a little bit again. We'll try to find a different car to jump on board with, as that battle has kind of died down. Look at Sylvia, actually, he's half a second behind Santi. Santi pulled that lead of his. I don't think he will, but Vectra's in second and third, trying to hound him down. They're really gunning for it. They're getting lapped by the computers. That will be flipping up if you want to see very missing Fancy there, a bit up the road, still holding his lead. But how much longer will that last? Half a second separate them. But will that half second increase or will it decrease this lap? 564 is the gap we look out for. And it will increase by more than half a second. Santi increasing his lead. We'll look at his CCs. He might not be that comfortable with CCs, and he definitely isn't. He is very close to that CC limit. I don't think that does not smell good for him. Fame Flash both on low CCs in the battle for the LMP lead. gotta watch out. He's at 57 cc's of 85 currently. He is extremely close, and that will only start getting closer and closer as the race drags on. So we are 15 minutes into the race. We have had a pack of action. Let me see. Oh, Chad, he's at the wall! He's at the wall! That's going to lose him a lot of time to the 64 back there. How much time will that lose him? Will maybe even be the lead? Can he hold on? I think he'll hold on actually, but it won't be by much. 1.18 is what we look for. Back to 5.19. It's even closer than 2 laps ago. That wall tap just cost him more than half a second, nearly 7/10 cost him. That will be the gap a lot closer. Playgame still holding his lead from Dortals in the GT class. I'll show the GT some appreciation as well. Dortals a good bit behind, but again, how will fuel strategy and how will their co-drivers weigh into this battle? We're looking for a bit further back from the 22 down to 15th overall, which is then 11th in LMP, which would be just half a point to the car's name at the end of today if it stays like this. So we will look a bit further back actually. We'll look at Khalifa Towers there in the 23 Shadow Copa Racing. Battling there with the 99 and the 1. Let's see what happens to them. The Indonesian team, new to XLMS this season. Oh, what happened to Sylvia? Sylvia's falling way down. He's 3 seconds behind now. We're going to try and find him. There goes Sylvia Tricky there. Lost a lot of time. 3 seconds down all of a sudden. Santi has pulled away. What's happened with the 64? I doubt we will ever know, but it's certainly there. And the gap is certainly decreasing. She's closing up to Santi once again a lot quicker now. Santi, where is he? Has he even set a valid lap? I doubt he has. I don't think he has. Wait, has he? Where is he? I don't know where he is, but he's sure. I think he's lost the lead. Yeah, there goes the 64 through. 7 extends like crazy to try and hold that lead. Who will hold it? It'll be the 64 who goes over the line into the lead. 1/10 separate the two now. So we're almost 20 minutes into the race, and there is not short of any action or chaos or anything fun happening in this race. So we will look a bit further down. We will look at the battle for P1 in GT if Playgames has extended the lead even more from Dortals. And it seems like he might have. It does look like it. Dortals is closing the gap. That's surprising. He is closing the gap. We'll see if the RSCA can hold its own through here. We'll see what happens with them. We will check into them later on. We will jump back onto the 3 of Alten of Necro. He's going to try and battle his way up to a 3rd position. That would be a that would be a best LMP finish for him, not having raced since season 9 in LMP, winning the GT Championship last season. Looking for a good result with Alten. Championship probably not, but any sort of good result will be a win for him. As he's starting to close into the 15, the 51's also starting to close in on him. Who's going to get who first? That's the question on our minds. You see, one of the Vectra seems to have fallen back a lot, actually. I think that's the 10. Who was falling behind. Oh. Was that Santi? Oh, that is Santi! That is Santi. What's happened to him? He has fallen way back. What has happened to him? Disaster from going into the lead 10 minutes ago to now fumbling towards the back. What will happen of him? We don't know. We'll jump onto the LP. We have the 0 amp speed of Brad. He is trying to get away from the 24 Horizon, who is not too far behind him. Actually, a little bit behind him, actually. So we'll try to close in on the XKZ. But I mentioned 88, way far down. Yeah, that is, in fact, 12 in class, I believe. See, some of the LMP2s will start getting lapped even more now. We have some changes there. Santi has fallen way back compared to the others. There's the 99 into the pits. Here's one there. Oh, it's wrong, I think. But 7, the Santi has fallen 23.5 seconds back. That is a disaster start for him. Look with 0 denial, who is dropped that line. He's dropped 3 positions since the start. That's not something that he wants to continue to be looking for the win today. Hasn't won since season 9, going for that championship with Alten that Necro has now inherited his car. Back when Alten and Silk were 2 completely different entities. But he was fighting for the championship back in season 9, lost in the final race to the 36 SFM. We'll see what can be happening to them. Probably gonna get our first CC limit penalty soon, I believe. Will likely be soon. See if we can find Santi. Santi's just 5 away. He's just 5 away from that first penalty. And that it's going to cost them big time. With the updated CC limits, we'll just quickly go through what happens then. 85 CCs, which is 70% open race distance, you will get your first CC penalty, which would be a drive-through. 125 will be your second drive-through, which many will probably also hit. 150 is your final drive-through, and that'll be your final penalty, and if you hit 160, you can say hello to your garage. So we'll look a bit further down with how next there before trying to hunt down the number 3 of Necro, sorry, and 4th. An updated version of the Lunaria Bimmer with some new canards up front and a little bit of extra aero updates. See the inside. Oh, 50's in the lead! That is Royal, who has jumped the lead, I think. We totally missed that move. He's actually cleared Sylvia, it seems. Never mind, there's Sylvia there. Who's actually ahead? We will find out. Can't really see much. I think Sylvia's just... Or is that the 71? The liveries are identical. It's a bit difficult to identify what car is what. I'm trying to find Sylvia. No, that is Sylvia ahead. That is Sylvia ahead. No, right behind now, actually. We're getting a better exit through that corner there. Into the sharp opening right-hander there, neck and neck, right tail, nose to tail. It will be better here through the hairpin. Royal seems to have gone the worst exit. How about the speed they will carry through here? The only part of the track where the LMPs actually hit their top speed. Seems like Royal has just about edged ahead. 98 there up front. Who will take it over the line? 50 seems to have gotten a bit better line through there. But Sylvia's gotten a better exit. Never mind, Royal's gotten a better exit, I think. The thing is, Royal's still leading, yes, so just separate the two. 98 there in the way. Who's going to suffer worse from, who's going to suffer least from the traffic? They'll be fighting through there. They'll take a quick left onto the banking now. Who's still in the lead? I think it's Royal set in the lead. Not by much though, it might just be a tenth of a little bit. Through the king. They're going to come up to the double apex left-hander now. Into the sharp right-hander. We'll see who gets the better exit out of there. Looks like Royal got it. So it'll be a bit of a compromised exit. They'll come into the hairpin now. One of the slowest corners on track. Just beaten out by the penultimate one, I believe. The 21 in the way. Who will suffer least from the traffic? Once again, looks like Sylvia will suffer from the traffic. The Royal in 15 Pro Division is going to go even further away now. Let's see how they will do after the final 2 quarters. Let's see what happens between those two. So through the final corner, I think Royal's got the better exit once again. We'll see who will lead after this. 2 times that break, the Royal is extended by a 1/10 of a second on to lead. So LMP2 traffic there from Brandon 0 amp speed. Looks like Sylvia's once again lost time on traffic. That's going to be a very bad moment for him. He's trying to make it past 0 amp speed. The racing maker design there. We are almost near the halfway point of the first hour. We are nearly 30 minutes through. Pit cycles should be happening soon depending on where you are in the LMP field. LMP2 as well. With the GTs, you should be going about 45 minutes, give or take, maybe even an hour if you can stretch it that much. But we will see what happens then. We will likely see our first LMPs dive into the pit soon. But who will do it first, though? Who is going to react? And it's going to be the XKZ, I believe. We'll go first. And actually, Royals last time. The 64 takes lead. 4 seconds between them. We do have someone in the pits now. We'll take a quick look at them. 16 in the pits. 73 and a lot of other cars in the pits now. We get a first pit cycle to the 11 there. It's going to be a bit of a shorter stint than the 521. Through the 98 there. 07 in, and we have a bunch of pitters now. The first LMP2 pit stops are go. We will see the LMPs come in soon. We will look at Royal once again. He has taken the lead back from Sylvia, it seems. Bunch of action there between those two. Sylvia is losing time through Sector 1 and Sector 2. Obviously not a strong point, but Sector 3, he claws it all back. See there, this is Luna getting lapped once again. Of these slower LMP2s in the field, not yet to pit though, so I believe in provisional last. The Oxen will just about jump, I believe. Let's see, will any of them pit? Will any of them pit? This could be crucial for the race. Royal stays out. Where's Sylvia? Sylvia's in the pits! He dives in the pits, no speeding penalty for him there. He will be the first LP to pit, and will anyone react to him? You'll see. Will anyone react to Sylvia pitting? So 64 there. No other LMPs in the pits, it seems. As we will keep on going. Will that 64 do anything of note? There it goes. Back out into the world. And it will go back out. So that means Royal is in the lead, but has been undercut by Sylvia. I guess we will find out when the time comes. 30 minutes into the race now. We will see what will happen in the future. We will be right back with the commercial break. So we return from ad break. We see the 15 of Royal pitting there with the 2, with another Pro Division there in the 5, in the 8. That's going to be a wrong pit stall penalty, I believe. Never mind. He's going on to his correct pit stall. Royal's car being a bit bugged out, it seems. See what happens with them. Dortle's in the pits as well, so that will probably mean Brumham's in the car. Yes, he is. A short stint, only 30 minutes. The undercut may be working for the 98. We will see what happens. Dortle's has not finished. He's not finished his drive time, I believe. So, don't think that clears it. 36 minutes into drive time. So he's missing 6 minutes of drive time. That's not good. That's not good. That's not good for them. They might suffer if they all of a sudden have to do this. Like, and actually, Necro is into the lead. He's going to go for overcut, it seems. Necro in the lead of the 3 Alten. Never mind. He is in the pits. He has overcut. There's Zero Denial. Who will be out of the pits first? I think Necro might just have jumped Zero Denial. There's Brad, and the number is 0 IM speed. There goes Necro. When will Zero Denial come out? A bit later, it seems. There's one of the, another one of the vectors there before the don't know who that was. As you see, a bunch of cars will be exiting the pit lane now. There goes the 3. Also in Jones Grand Prix, with also in the lead so far. But we will see how long that lasts. Will the overcut work for Necro? We will see that when we get to the end of the pit cycle. Will it work? Will it not work? We will find out. So I don't know who's up behind. That's on the LP2. You can see the 51 there in the background. I believe has pit, so the 3 has jumped the 51 even more, it seems. Bigger than the gap before the pit stops. I don't know if the 51 has pit or not. I think Conix has. You might be wrong. MBG are way down the grid into P16. Necro is in the lead so far, but has been jumped by anyone. He might be jumped by the 64. Could be. You'll see when he crosses line. Or if any other car crosses line. Yeah, the 64 has done the undercut. The 3 taking the overcut. Has jumped in position though. Has jumped the 51 and the 15. So the overcut did work for Necro, but did not get him into the lead. So Necro is a bit further ahead there. He's going to try and catch up. We'll see if we can catch some of the GTs now. Play game's still out on track. He is not hit yet. Maybe he's going for a bit longer than the 98 Dortals. He has not met drive time. He is just a few minutes short. So that will be an issue for the future. So we'll see if he gets points or not. 21 there. Play games. SFM is in the lead. No idea where the 37 is. 37 is a bit further back, I think. 9 range of pit stop, I believe. Don't know if they've pitted or not. Don't have an indication of that. Dortmund's there in the pits. Nothing to do. Faye still out leading. LMP2. Not much is happening actually when it gets to it. The 51 is starting to close in on Necro, so maybe the overcut did not work. Maybe that is just raw pace-wise. No idea there. So everyone just up ahead will be gaining a lap shortly. by 351 and all those. A bit of a tougher grid today when it comes to it, so it's a tough grid. So let's see how far the 3 behind is. There goes the 8, gets our first CC limit. Good time to plug the Instagram. Good time to plug the Insta. RSCA for Racing, we put some memes there and you will see one just in a moment. So the Alten of Necro had not closed in on the leader Sylvia yet. No change there. So we can get a few drive-thrus actually, it seems. A few pounces, I should say. Let's see what happens further there. We'll look down at the 2 pro divisions who've both been jumped. Royal and Sylvia, no, not Sylvia. Royal and Zero both being jumped by other pit stops. Race has started to calm down a bit as we are reaching the 14-minute mark shortly. So we will look a bit further back to hopefully start seeing some pit cycles on the GT field. Market Interval 37 not doing too much. Dark Car in the number 4 having a bit of an off day, usually up there fighting with the Incas and Reese's, but not today it seems. He's been a bit off the last few days, or last few races I should say. Not on the same strong pace as he used to be. Definitely not the same pace he was in the back tank chassis, but he's still competitive. He has won a race this season in the 6-bit ring there in Germany, our second round. But there we go, there's 8 and 23. What drive rules? 23 is the... Can't even find the 23. Where's the 23? Oh, that's the Shadow Copa racing there of Khalifa Towers. Dark Horse gonna try to improve a bit. Some other P's down his neck now. For a moment has taken the lead actually, so where it's Play Games. Play Games is the pit. Who's taking over the 21? I don't know who's taking over. I think that might be VM, if we can even find him. Let's try and find VM. Don't know where VN is. It's not Mark Anthony. Where's VN Racer? Where is he? If it is VN. Who's subbing? No idea who's even in the car. I'm gonna try resetting, see if that will update the leaderboard. I guess we'll find out. That's Air Department who has taken over the 21 from Play Games. We'll see how much their pace changes. Play Games, they're the last 21, so 23 is about where you should be on pace. You can see Bromo with 23 as well, Dortos with a low 24, Darkar as well down there with a low 24. But we have to watch out for Air Department. What times will he be setting? This could dictate who wins the race today. If he has good pace, he might be winning. If he doesn't have good pace, we will see what happens. Let's see when he crosses the line for his first proper lap. Let's see what he will set for a lap time. Look at where it says last. So you should be looking 27.4. That is not quick. That is not quick. We will give him another lap, see if he will warm up a bit then. Let's see what he can do. The Angels clear their penalty now. We'll see what they can do. Personal best sector 1, but will it save him from a bad pace? Good in sector 1, Reese is always strong there in the more twisty sections, which sector 1 definitely qualifies for. We'll see what he can do when we reach the end of lap. See if his pace will be similar. Sector 2 also pretty quick. Has the overcut worked for the 21 SFM? Is the question. 24/7, so it lost a lot of time into sector 3 it seems. Yeah, I lost a lot of time into sector 3. So that is about a second and a bit off pace from where Bromoment stands. See if we can find Bromoment in 98. We couldn't even find him, that'd be incredible if I could. There he is. So Bromoment currently doing 24/7, or 24/4, sorry. Which is not ultra quick, but the old tires will definitely feed into the issue. Having already been out for 15 minutes now. That'll be an issue there. You can see in position 26 on the times, 24/7, as that gets decreased to 24/5. So, Air Department, basically a second off pace on brand new tires. On race pace, just a few tenths. But once everyone gets onto new tires, once the 21 tires start fading, then they will have a true, well, comparison you should say. So we will see what the two of them can do. Let's see, 90 will start extending. 37 of Mark Anthony. I don't think he's pit yet. He is still ahead of the 21, so something tells me he hasn't pit yet. He might be going long. He might pull up a one-stop even. Let's see when he pits. Once again, could be about to leave the race. If he can hold that lead, we'll see what can happen there. If you can pull off the one stop, that will be mighty impressive. But will he pull the one stop though? That's the ultimate question. Definitely one of the tracks where you burn more fuel here. A lot of corners, a lot of acceleration zones. You never really reach top speed, which you really do need to reach if you want to make any type of fuel saving, you need to reach top speed. So we see YOLO is a bit over the CC limits, and a few others who are getting close to it, but not quite yet. We'll see what happens as... Oh, yawning a bit. No, we will see, and we will find who will do what. So 37 still yet to pit as far as I am aware. Going very long. We'll see what lap times he's going to do, and we will try and find Mark Anthony do 24.8. So it is a bit slower than what Brumman's been doing consistently, having a bit of an off lap with a 25 flat. Usually into the 24 lows, usually for the race pace, especially on the older tires, which Brumman will start to have. But Mark Anthony, he might have pit actually. Like, I don't know. He's doing comparable sectors to the 980, which has older tires, so he might have hit. I genuinely don't know, like... I don't know when people are in the pits or not. It's difficult to find out. So he's at least staying out for now. So... we will see what happens there. Okay, so we will jump to the LMP2 leaders once again, which will be Faye, which is our two-time ICC GT4 champion in Season 1 and Season 2. Let's see if we can even find him. That'd be impressive if I could. There we go. In the AM Speed car there, the work racing partner with which they own and runs. The Alten LMP2 not seen that much, surprisingly. The LMP2 seems a lot more popular right now. So you can see, definitely up there right now. He's certainly leading. We see another car in the pits there. It looks like one of the Reese's, I would assume. And the Reese flips, as I should say. It's not that tight up in the lead as I would have thought it would be, but that's something. Look at aero department once again. Let's see what laps he's been doing. He's been doing 25 highs, with Brumman doing 24 lows. That is an issue for the 21 crew. That is not going to improve itself, especially when you are that good bit slower on a pressure set of tires. So, will the 37 pull a blinder and actually win? That's something we will find out eventually, I think. We won't know until 70 minutes from now, as we are just 10 minutes away from reaching the hour mark. Let's see if we can find Brumman once again. Brumman going there. He's not that far ahead of 37. How much quicker is Mark Anthony? He is not that much quicker. He's actually lost a few tenths, but he is certainly closing up. He will close up eventually this lap, maybe even sooner. That's certainly a battle you will have to look out for. That's going to be a battle that will be very important for this race lead. So, a bit of an ironic comment from Lucas there. If you don't like the CC limit, just don't cut, which is always good wisdom, you could say, depending on who you ask. So, what has Brumman done? He has done a 24.8. What has Mark Anthony done? A 25.5. That is nearly a second a lap slower. Has Mark Anthony just stayed out and banked on a one stop? I don't know if he has. No indication if he's pit or not. So I guess we will find out. But currently, Mark Anthony is starting to lose away from the lead. So Mark Anthony losing there in the SFM. Look at Brad in number 0 aim speed. He's a good bit ahead of the Horizon Racing, but a good chunk behind the 87 Artec. His sister car there, the 521 aim speed, is in the lead right now. Don't know how far ahead Faye is from Flash. Faye there just had the 51 going to the hairpin. See if we can find Flash. Here's Flash. Ooh, a good bit behind actually. So unless some kind of CC penalty or something throws a wrench into the equation, I think that might be a race seal for this 521. Commentator's curse maybe, but we will find out. Necro there in second. He's battling with a 51 for P2. Who is going to get that? As they go neck and neck, they're going to go neck and neck into over the line. Hunnick's actually losing a little bit of time there. She's not that quick out of that corner, it seems. And that gap is reducing. 4 tenths between them. That gap is rapidly reducing around the banking there. Onyx certainly a good lot quicker. They've been battling all season long. But who will come out on top in this specific battle? Who wins the battle, but who will win the war at the end of the season? That is the important question. More importantly, who will be gaining more points out of this race? Who will be gaining more points over the season? Right now, that means the 3 will have a better standing right now, I believe. Still with the Le Mans results pending. But as it stands there, without the Le Mans point, the 3 is ahead. So, who will win? Looks like Hunnick's in the Dimension Lunario has pulled him away, though. The blue Teto liveried 51. As mentioned previously, some updates to Lunario. But nothing major. We have Lucas back in the booth now. Neck and neck will go over the line. I think Hunnick's might just snap it. No, she won't! Less than a tenth of a second. Separate the two. Neck and neck around turn 2. It's your turn. Yeah, a lot of people are going to get driving through penalties around turn 4 now for the 2 banking. It's just about enforcing the next 2. If people hit 160 cc, you should have a serious issue. So, on the topic of CCs, 85 for the first penalty, a lot of people hit that. 125 for the second, 150 for the final, and then 160, and you can say goodbye to your race. So, we will look back here at the 51 and 3, who will be battling for second now. Looks like 3 just about behind there, the 51. The V-lag not helping much. As we reach 55 minutes left, or 55 minutes completed of the race. 3 and 51. I need some damn dude. Can't think. He will go through there. Necro's a little bit quicker through this final section here. He'll come out ahead though. That will be Hot X, who will be taking second place and 8 tenths ahead. Good battle there for the last 2 laps between those 2. But the Lunario will just about edge out the Alten there. Through turn 3, up towards the bank turn 4. Looks like Hunnick's will keep the lead. So we will once again look further back towards the GT battle. Is Mark Anthony catching? The data says no. But is air department catching? And data says no as well. So Brumman is running away with this. He is extending his lead. So we'll see Brumman up there. He'll come over to this fast sector 3 now. As he will extend his GT lead. Dortus, as mentioned earlier, missing out on the drive time by 6 minutes. But will that be important as we reach the hour mark? For a second, CC has been moved to 135 from 125. DSQ has been moved from 170, from 160 to 170. Apologies. So we have an hour 3 minutes and 30 seconds. You can find it on the stream. Please watch the stream, guys. I beg. Okay, Darkar as well. We'll look at him actually. He is also starting to lose time to the Inca and the Reese's actually as well. So I don't think there will be many points on the table for Darkar. Maybe just a 4th place for him. Look at Faye as well in their LMP2 lead, leading confidently as well. Let's see how far ahead he is. Let's try to find Faye here. Faye with 161 and Flash with 163, which means Flash is starting to fall behind in that 11 Katsuka. Will Rokyo make any of the difference? Rokyo is still yet to get in the car though. So we will see what difference they can make. So Modern's in the swing for Horizon. Alone Horizon actually. I feel we have lost the 91 Horizon, which is a sad day for every RSCA fan. Everyone dearly enjoys the Horizon cars. Nobody does not like the Horizons. Everyone likes Horizon. So look at Sylvia. Sylvia's actually in the pits now. Just releasing again. See him got out of the pits now. 64 Vector might actually be on my win today. It's just a racing thing. And Close might actually get a win. Look at Necro once again. He's starting to fall back a bit. He's going to come into the grasp of the 10 quite soon. He's still trying to hunt down Hunnix, but I don't think it's happening. Not much happening here as we reach the hour mark. It's been a pretty calm race after the first 30 minutes. See Flash still not improving much. 51 Reese actually takes the 51 Lunario, sorry, actually takes the lead now. It's the 64 is going to start tumbling back. But it will still be provisional lead for the 64, I believe. So that will not be much for anyone else. Back here into turn 5. We're provisional lead through turn 6. Lucas, you gotta give some of the corner names in Trenzo. We need a we need corner names, or at least corner numbers. Yeah. Yeah, so we need corner names, or at least a track map, I guess. The fast Main Street, the happy one. There's not much to say, especially when you're driving a fictional circuit without any corner names or any like general location. But at least a track map with corner numbers would be nice. So I will ask that kindly of you. Do we have corner names? No idea. So is that's oh, the really long one, the really long right-hander. Like the double apex one. Double left-hander, what's the right-hander? Wait, which one's that? Oh, yeah, I'm seeing now where the 51's going through. Yeah, okay. That's Thunder Corner. Okay, good to know. It's this one, I guess. The Montre, I think. Montre advertising, you could have guessed that. The kick, okay. Although the 4 Eco sponsorships being removed in favor of Alten sponsorship. So this is Kick Corner then. unfortunate though, because we see the 51 pitting now. It's a very long pit when it comes to it. So that is, no, that's Ray Wolfer, that's the wrong one. Sylvia is the one we need. We need Sylvia. That's the one we need. That's the provisional leader right now. Here. So 64 is their provisional leader right now. Don't know if Sylvia has jumped anyone with the undercut. Still an hour to go though, so a lot can change. Hunnix is right there, but Hunnix has the advantage of fresher tires. But can she make up the difference to Sylvia there? A new team and an old team are going to clash now with two new cars. So we will see what happens between them. Necro still trying to catch Hunnix as well. He's just right behind. Mark Anthony once again, the GT gap is still extending. Mark Anthony not making time onto Brumham. I think Brumham's pit actually. Yeah, so that's Dorotol's back in the car, I believe. Yeah, so Brumham has cleared his mandatory drive time, so I believe it's Dorotol's back in. If we can find him, that'd be very well. That'd be very nice if we could even find him. Where's Dortels? Where's Dortels? Where's Dortels? Is it gone again? I think it's gone. We're going to reset. I hope this clears it. I love Roblox. Yeah, because the timing system's garbage. Timing system's absolutely abhorrent. Nobody likes it. There's Dortels. There we go. So, Dortel's into the car now, which means that, Mark Anthony will be ahead, but only marginally as he's still yet to pit. See, there's that, So, I believe the 98 is in the provisional lead now. 37 is still yet to pit. Lucas, if you could be nice enough to watch when 37 pits, if it pits anytime soon, that'd be greatly appreciated for stream quality. Yeah! Stream quality is in the bin. Stream quality is in the bin. It's good. It's good though. Okay, so the 10's in the lead now. No idea how the 10 jumped. I believe that's from a pit stop. Oh no, wait. The shoe was from a pit stop. No idea. Actually, how did the 10 jump? How did the 10 just like get everyone? What? Wait, so how's the 10 jumped everyone? Has he just not pit yet? but I think the 64 has jumped everyone. We'll try to find 0 to 9 once again. I've once again lost him. Never mind, 0's in the pits, so I think the 64 will jump now. The 15's in the pits as well. 15's lost a lot, actually. 15's way down. What happens to the 15? What has happened back there? So the 64 leads now, I believe. Yeah, it does. Wrapping its sister car now. Where's Mark Anthonil for the GT lead? Where's Mark Anthonil? Has Mark Anthonil pit? Yeah, I don't believe so. Mark Anthonil doing 27.8, so those tires are really on their last legs. Dortels doing 22.8. That is a fastest GT time so far, and it's valid. So, 3 seconds a lap faster, Dortels is going. So, when will Mark Anthonil jump in for the pits? This might be his final pit stop. Will it be his final pit stop? I have no idea. Will we find out? Yes, we will. Certainly a hectic race today, especially strategy-wise. I don't know if it works. Who are you asking? Who needs laps? $55.81. It did change. I spelled his name wrong. Never mind. The updater doesn't work. What time to be alive? Don't know who else has access to it. We'll sort it out post race, I guess, because it's not updating. Oh, is it that then? Ugh. No, never mind. There it was. It wasn't I instead of an L. It wasn't I instead of an L. That's where I run wrong. No, I just spelled the first. Yeah, it's royal with first with an I and then a lowercase L. That's really stupid. Anyways. Okay. There we go. Okay. Fix that. Anyways, back to the actual racing. Wait. Oh my god, does he have a lap too much now? Yeah, there we go. There we go. Okay. Trial and error. Okay, GT. Yeah. So you just like spell the first few letters, then it fills itself out. Is that half a pixel shorter? Yeah. See, we should actually check some CC penalties. Necro's getting close. That's gonna be an issue there. Who else? Sylvia's very close to it. What about the GTs? Dortels is not close. Badger's getting close though. Who else is getting close? Vieira has a penalty. So that's the 42 who has a penalty, I believe. Yeah, the 42 has a penalty. Don't know who... yeah, Vieira. 42, Luna Motorsports, LMP2, needs a penalty. Who's lucky 21 drive for? I have no idea. Oh my god, please. Oh my god, does the view thing not work? Oh my days, it doesn't. That is the 4-8. Wait, no, never mind. It's okay. Whatever. I hate Roblox so much sometimes. 848 gets one. and then the 42 as well. I think. Whatever. We're back to the racing product. Where's Mark Antonell? When will he pit? He hasn't pit anytime soon. Mark Antonell doing 128. He is about 5 seconds off pace. Dortels is on pace. Where is Dortels and where is Mark Antonell? Dortels is closing in. Will he get him this lap? Will he get him next lap? This is for the lead of GT. Who gets it? When will Mark Antonell pit? He is extremely far off pace. Shouldn't it be time for some tires soon? We don't know. Is he waiting to pit? Is that what's up? What will happen with them? Dortels is closing in rapidly. Dortels 124.0. Mark Antonell 129.0. That is a 5-second difference, and this will be with the lead. Will he get him into turn 4? And Vision Lag once again helping us. He won't get him into turn 4. We'll get him into turn 5 though. Nope. Vision Lag again. Very helpful. Yippee. Now then we'll go up to turn 7. Quick left, quick turn 8. Turn 9, Thunder Corner. He is so tantalizingly close. He will make the move into turn 10, I believe. Can the Vision Lag please stop helping us? 64 clears its penalty. They are neck and neck into turn 11. I think the 98 has completed the move. The V-Lag allows me to see. I think he might have cleared him. I think Dortels will take the lead now. We will say when the leaderboard updates itself. When the standings update. I did why there. Never mind, 98 does not take the lead. Is it a slow lap from Dortels or something? Might be. 123.8. Mark Antonell. How did Mark Antonell get a 23.4 all of a sudden? Interesting. Where's Mark Antonell in the pits, actually? That might be it. Yeah, Mark Antonell's in the pits. That's why he's got such a quick lap time all of a sudden. He's in the pits. I think he's going to try and make it to the end. What do you think, Lucas? It might be possible. 45 minutes. It's doable. But it's going to be better, though. Is it going to be better strategy-wise? He can go for full tank and he's going to fuel save toward the end. There he goes, out of the pits. So Dortels is going to get a good gap on when Dortels has completed his drive time as well then. See, if I was in that car, I would be considering pitting very soon because you have the better tires right now, of course. You have the better strategy and you're on quicker pace. You would be pitting soon. We hit the 45-minute mark there. The 98 is in the lead right now, but probably the pit stop to go. So where does this put them? Is the age-old question. This battle is going to get very heated towards the end. So back once again, looking at penalties and such. Nobody's really there. Necro just went away. Hunix is in the lead. Necro is hunting her down. This is going to be extremely tight now. Between the 51 and 3, and also who gets a penalty. 42 gets another penalty for a CC limit and another drive-through. Woo! Hectic race. Here goes the 51. Where's Necro? Also, Lucas, does the steward comms channel still exist? Or do you not have access to it? Because I can't see it. Because there's like anthems and whatever in there, so we don't put posters anthem. Can you just like post them onto staff chat or something? Because I can't see stupid comms. Alex. Anyway, so the 51 is actually extending from everyone else, and that was being overtaken by Zero Denial, with 43 here left in the race. Let's see how your Dortals and Mark Anfield compare lap time wise. Mark Anfield 25.5 on the outlap there, so we get his first proper lap in. Dortals 25 flat, but I don't think he'll make it to the end. Will he make it to the end? We will find out. We will find out. Is he catching? Is he catching? Is he catching? Is he catching? We will find out. Mark Anthony. Is he catching? 23.4. Those new tires are working wonders. We're going to get to the important question. Will the 98 get a pit stop and catch up to the 37 once again? 37 is going to the end, probably. A bit hectic now. The 37 likely going to the end. 98 probably needs another pit stop. 21 not even in the equation. This is the battle for the GT lead. Who has the better strategy? 3 gets a drive-through penalty. That is Necro. He is in P2 overall. 3 clears it already. So we will see what happens then. 37 is going to hunt down the 98 as quick as possible. But will it be enough? Will it be enough? Or will the 98 not have enough this race? Big questions being asked. 46 gets a drive-through penalty. That is the... What is the 46? What is the 46? That's the Recent Eclipse GT. I think that's my bad here. Holy. So, will it be enough from Dortals? Will it be enough from Mark Anvil? This is the battle. It is going strong. This is where it all will come down to. Gamer Hunix in the 51. Getting closer to the drive-thru. 5 cc's away. Well, 6 cc's away, sorry. 5 cc's of safety. Sylvia is getting close to that second penalty. Well, he will get closer to the second penalty quicker than Hunix will. Will this be a first win for Hunix overall? Let's hope I didn't jinx it. I don't really want to jinx my own car manufacturer. But this could be the day. 3's out of the equation. Necro, 20 seconds behind and not really on better pace. Hunix with the fastest lap with 12.9, currently doing 14 flat, Sylvia a bit quicker, and so is Necro as well. This is the battle. This is the battle that will decide the overall victory. So the 51 is going to try and lead away. It won't be worth it though. It's no big questions being asked. There goes another car into the pits. 51's going to extend the lead even more, I think. What does Hunix do for a lap? We got 14 flat last time, 13.5, half a second quicker all of a sudden. Definitely pulling on Sylvia. I think so, at least. The gap's not reducing as much as before. But Zero Denial in the 10 is catching. Not much, but is catching. 40 minutes left on the clock. Who will be the victor? Yeah, it's just under. It's just 39.5 minutes actually. But who will win at the end of these 39.5 minutes? This is arguably one of the most intense races, strategy-wise, we have seen in a while. But how many wrenches in the equation has the drive-thru for Sylvia given? How will the drive-thru affect Necro? Is it best for Necro to get that drive-thru out of the way early so you have more CCs to work with later? Is it going to be a hindrance for Hunix not to have any CCs left? Is it going to be a win For Zero Denial, not even close to the CC limit. Will it be a win from him? Will it be a first win for Pro Division since Season 9? Got the 18 gets a drive-through. Who is the 18? Who is the 18? Let's find out. That is the Team Artec in P3 of LMP2. That is Yolo. No, it's not Yolo, sorry. Who is that then? No idea who that is then. Great. I have no idea. This is what I... yeah. It's... No, because like, the Artecs change drivers constantly. I think it's Lance Simmons. Yeah, Lance Simmons. Lance Simmons, yes. Lance Simmons, drive-through. Yeah, not scoring any points now. That's gonna be good for the 11. The 11 has Pit, I believe. Has he? Yeah, Roka's in the car. They have Pit. So I believe the 11 will come out ahead of the 18 once the standings update themselves. That's good for the 11. The 11 has caught major points, which would be 36 points. No, even more. More than 40, I believe 42 points from Le Mans with a pole and in second place. Double points, remember. 46 points all of a sudden. This could be the difference. Going to try to find the Drivers' Championships here. Thank you, Brad, for helping the wiki. So, the difference between the 18 and the 11 before Le Mans was 22 points. After Le Mans, that might be in favor of the 11 now. Will the 11 get a winless championship season? Don't know. Will we find out? We will. There's still 5 races left of the season to go. We are almost done with our 6. Wait, am I counting right? Yeah, we're almost done with our 6. There is 37 minutes on the clock. Hectic race. Hectic race. So, there's a hindrance for the 37. No quality points. Nothing. So, even if the 98 wins, with its 3 quality points, it will still have more points. If the 93 gets a second place, it will still get more points than the 37. And then more importantly, it will get more points than the 4. This means that they will extend the team's GT championship even further. Even ahead of a really good weekend in the 98 and a really bad weekend for the Ford Dark Car in Le Mans. The points sway is going to be massive this season. Onyx still in the lead, getting awfully close, 1 CC away from that famous drive-through. That means the 10 Pro Division will inherit the lead. But will the 10 Pro Division Vectra or the 64 Vectra take the win? This is the big questions getting asked. If I was Onyx, I would get that CC pretty quickly and get that drive-through. Get that drive-through sorted and push. You have 35 minutes to push. This is when it's important. So there you see Zero Denial going down the back straight into the Montre hairpin. Interesting livery for that Vectra Future. Yes, it's called the Vectra Future. Don't ask me what number it has. But he is closing in on that 51. He's going quicker and quicker. Onyx trying desperately not to get that CC, but is it worth it to skip out on that CC? There's Onyx, there's the 51 Lunario, and Zero Denial is painfully close. '51 still leads, but that lead has been cut down tremendously. Who will lead after this lap? Will Onyx get that drive-through? What happens? There's a drive-through! 85 CCs for the 51. That is a drive-through, and that is the base of the 51 sealed. The 51 gets a drive-through. That will be administered any second now. Onyx. The 51 gets a penalty. The 22 also gets a penalty. Do this. You might as well look further down the grid for the GTs. Dark Car, 69 cc's. Where do the others lie? Dortels in the car right now, I believe. 74. He is starting to get close. Where is Badger? Badger gets a penalty! That's the 37 with a drive-through. The 37 actually has a drive-through of 87 cc's. That is... the 37 needs a penalty. Has 87. Yeah, 87. So that's the 37 that needs a penalty. 37, 37, 37, GT. So Dortels not close to the penalty yet. There's 37 being the penalty. Dortels still a little bit away. Still 10 cc's to play with 30 minutes to go. Is it possible that they will win without a CC? Without a CC penalty, sorry. But will the 21 all of a sudden be in the equation? Aero Department has not won a race since Daytona Season 9, which was the first race from S11 in a while. A double win for them, in fact. If my memory serves me correctly, it was an Inca overall win back then. But will it be enough for Aero Department, who is quite a bit behind? There's the 37 in the pit lane. Where does that appear? As out of the pit lane, where is Dortels? He is going into the final hairpin now. He's not going to be a lap down, but can he go to the end without a penalty? This is important with 32 minutes left on the clock. Minutes left on the clock here in Pyeongchang. This is an exciting race between the GTs. The 521 has seemed to have cleaned up LMP2, but what will be the win for GT? This is an exciting strategic battle. The 10 seems to kind of run away with the LMP lead, but will there still be another pit stop cycle for the LMPs? A pit stop cycle might need to happen for the LMPs. I don't think they can reach it home. The 8 gets a disqualification. That is Santi gone for the race, and he will be parking it. There goes Santi. Even extended them, even gave you 10 more. Don't be complaining. And the third, and the fourth. Just don't cut. Yeah, don't cut. 30 minutes left on the clock. This is an exciting battle. The 10 Pro Division is losing time to Sylvia. But Sylvia is starting to close in to the 135 limit. This is truly one of the battles of the ages. Sylvia with a 109.7 might actually be in the pits. I would assume, or out of the pits, I should say. What about Zero? Zero's out to do a pit stop, I believe. He can't reach it till the end with 30 minutes to go. What will happen? So the 10 in the lead now. What's happened to the 51? Might actually be in pit stop. So the 10 still yet to pit. That is Royal in the in fourth place in the 15. 0 to 9 in the lead, yet to pit. What will happen? This is truly an exciting race. We look towards the GT lap times. Dortels still going fast. Dortels, though, might be in the pits. In the pits, yes. Brumman is in the car. What will it be? Brumman is going once again. This is the battle for the GT lead. Where will he come out? Ahead of Mark Anthony. You see on the LMP2, on the Artex, I believe that's the 87, into the pits as well. Who will be exiting right behind him. What will happen? Not many CCs to play with. 77. That is 8 CCs till a penalty. Can he do that with 28 minutes left? Can he hold this lead? Where's Mark Anthony? He is going into the penultimate hairpin. It just might mean that they may not win if there's a penalty. What will happen in this exciting race, honestly? The 51 is starting to close in on the 10. Where's Hunnix? In the pits, never mind. So yeah, still last pit stop for the 51. There's gonna be the last few cycles actually coming in soon. Hunnix will be the first one to pitters, I believe. 0-9 will be coming in pretty soon. The 3 must pit once again, I believe. Everyone has to pit. The 3's in the pits. Who's gonna win on pit road? The 51 will on pit road. Will win the battle on pit road. But who will win on the battle on the actual track? That's the most important question. Who between them will win? Necro, an extremely skilled driver, RSCA champion, and Hunnix, always someone to look out for. Not a driver's champion, a team champion, but still, one hell of a driver. Who will win? So the 10 still in the lead. See, Zero Denial will stay out on track. How long can he stay out on track? Can he overcut everyone? Dorsal's in the pits there, never mind. Where is Brumman? Brumman still going extremely quickly. Remember, the 37 pit many laps ago. Their tires are getting old. Brumman 125.4, Mark Hamill 124.8. But it's all about not cutting. Cutting is going to be your worst enemy here. Will it be a third win for the 98 crew? Will it be a second win for the 37? Will it be a complete long shot and be a second win for the 21? We will find out. The 10 is still in the lead. We will have Sylvia there on track. Where is Zero Denial? Importantly, where is he at? He might be in the pits actually. Where is he? There he is. No, he's still out on track. He's going into the penultimate corner. Will he dive into the pits for the last 26 minutes? No, he will stay out. How long can he stay out? That's the big question. This could be all about the race to win. Are the GTs closing in on each other? Mark Anthony 26-0. Brumman at 23-6. Brumman is pulling away, and he's not at a CC penalty yet. Has that CC penalty sealed Mark Anthony's fate that few laps ago? Zero Denial is still looking for a pit stop. Where's the 64? He still has to pit, I assume. Sylvie Truckee still pitting. Still needs to pit, I believe. Might not win. Hunnix has pit and done a drive-through. Who will win? The 10 still far in the lead. Where is Zero Denial once again? We shall hop with him to the penultimate corner. Stays out once again. How long can he stretch this fuel? Can he even stretch his fuel? Will he have to splash? Where will it end for him? Because wow, what a race this has been. This is an important race for all of those here. Big points on the table. Usual 20-0. But this race is always important. Every single race is important here. Any race can mean the end of you. So, will we see the 10 jump into the pits this lap? Will it be another? He is not slowing down, I believe. Where is he now? 113.4. He is not that much lower than the rest of the grid. Can he keep this win alive without a pit stop? If he pits, he will still be in the lead, maybe. Into the pits he comes. There, Zero Denial into the pits. The 10 Pro Division. This is about the win. First pit stop there. First pit stop. See a few other cars leaving the pit lane now. How much fuel will Zero Denial take on? How much fuel? How much time does Sylvia have to catch Zero? Zero will be on fresh tires, and he will not have to worry about any drive-thrus. Sylvia, however, is close to a drive-thru, 10 cc's away. Zero Denial, on the other hand, 14. This is big stuff. Zero Denial out of the pit stop now. He will be ahead of the 64 out of the pit lane. Will the 64 have to pit again? Maybe, maybe not. Zero Denial out of the pits. Still in the lead. And still holding on to that lead. There comes Sylvia. He crosses the line. A mere 47 seconds back. So we will look with the GT fights. Where is Bromoman compared to everyone else? Importantly, where is he compared to Mark Anthony? He's going into turn 5 now. He's going to be heading up towards Thunder. Last lap is a 24-0. Mark Anthony 25-1, over a second behind. Mark Anthony just crossing the line now. This is basically half a lap of distance between the two. Nothing can separate these two. Well, everything can separate them, sorry. Nothing can bring them close again. Mark Anthony seems to be on the back foot. There's Zero Denial, the 10 over the line. But, importantly, where will Sylvia be? He is crossing the line now. Can Sylvia catch Zero? 11 seconds separate the two. But will Zero Denial hang on? Zero Denial seems to be on the quicker times right now. 13.5 from Sylvia, and a 15.0 from Zero Denial. Where will this place them? Close down the race. We have 21.5 minutes left. The Zero now around the penultimate corner. So how many seconds between him and Sylvia? Has Sylvia closed up the gap? It seems like he hasn't. Seems like he's extended the gap, if anything. Yeah, 11 seconds, about the same as last lap. Not an extension, but the gap is stable. Zero Denial is on course for victory. What about LMP2? Faye is currently only just ahead of Flash, it seems, on the leaderboard. Faye going into the Montre hairpin. Where is Rokyao though? Rokyao just around the final corner. So that means Faye has about half a lap of distance. That could shrink with a drive-through penalty. We will once again find Zero Denial, who is going to try to extend this lead from the 10. Zero Denial around the final corner. He does have to watch out for any CC limits, it seems. He is well on course. Sylvia, however, only 5 away. 59 gets a drive-through penalty. No idea who that is. That's the SPD Racing. Speedy. And the 64 is decreasing the lap. The 64 is decreasing by about half a second. How much time will the 64 find? More importantly, What time can the 10 find? We have 19 minutes left to go. So will Zero Denial once again extend that gap. Sylvia, 129 cc's. He is tantalizingly close to a drive-through. But there he is. He's going to get even closer to Zero Denial. Zero Denial across the line. How much will the gap be? It's definitely closing, I think. It's closing. The 64, how much will the gap be? 11 seconds, it's extended! It's extended by 6/10. Zero Denial is pulling away. But now, importantly, what's about the battle for P3? Necro and Hunix. Lunario against Alten. What will be of those two? Nothing can separate them. However, where will this battle end? Both of them should be close. Both of them hit at the exact same time. Neck and neck. Which car is quicker? Which driver is quicker? 24 has served a penalty, teams. That's the Horizon Racing. That's unfortunate for them to put lightly. So Sylvia has brought the gap down once again by nearly a second. 9/10 separate them two. Necro has lost a little bit of time on the control. No, he's not at it yet. He's not at the second drive-through yet. So 51, 3, group will separate them. We can see the 64 just up the road. It's the 64, all of a sudden, under fire as well, with the two cars behind. Now, a quick look at the GT battle. Bra has 81 cc's. He has 3 to play with 60 minutes left. He is still pulling away from Mark Anfield by about 2 seconds a lap. What will happen? 3 and the 51 still fighting neck and neck. Look at the banner. There's a 71. 71 Vector been in the way. Will the 3 of Necro get closer to Hunix? He will not. But the 2 of them are getting closer to 0. And they're more importantly getting closer to Sylvia for the battle of second. They're currently bound for third, but second place is on the line. If Sylvia gets that drive-through, that will mean an instant promotion for Neck and Hunix. But Necro is 132 cc's. 3 more, and he's going through pit lane once again. Just 15 to go. Tantalizingly close between all of the classes. How about LMP2? How are they doing? Where is Faye? Faye's just crossing the line. And where is Rokyao? He is just out of Thunder Corner. Half a lap separate them two. Only a drive-through could throw a wrench into these plans. Faye, only at 15. Not even close to a drive-through. So, what about GT? Bra moment at 82. 2 more CCs to play with. It's not much, but can he do it? He's still pulling away from Mark Anthony by about 2 seconds lap. What about Mark Anthony though? What is he doing? He's racking up even more CCs. This is not going well for the SFM driver. About half the lap separate those two as well. A drive-through could be normal for Brumman. He can survive a drive-through and still be leading. And more importantly, he is quicker as well. That's the big sentence out the way now. We're going to go back to the LMP fight between Hunix and Necro. Necro just that little bit behind. He has to back off. But all three of them are getting close to the 10. Can the 10 still hold the lead at the end of this race? 13 minutes to go. The gap is slightly decreasing. The 51 is in pursuit after the 64. Who can win this one? Or who, importantly, can get second? Sylvia, just 3 CCs to play with. What about Hunix? More than 30. This is a fight that it's Sylvia's to lose and Hunix's to win. Necro could catch up, although he is close to that drive-through. So he's not going to be pushing more. A stable fourth will hold him there. A drive-through could promote all of them into third, including the 15 getting bumped up to 4 if any of them get a drive-through. But will any of them get a drive-through? I doubt it. 0. Still 10 away from a drive-through. So he is still well ahead. 12:25 left on the clock. A very, very strong battle between those two. So, with just 12 minutes remaining, who will take the win? Hunix is absolutely flying. She is on an absolute charge. Zero Nile and Sylvia have to watch out. You can see Sylvia just up the road. A second separate the two. Can the 51 get into second? And a half minutes on the clock. Hunix is avidly hunting for that second place. But what about GTs? Once again, GTs, very important. Still, Bravo holding the gap with a stable CC limit. He is 3 seconds a lap quicker now, but once again, our eyes are on the overall battle. Nothing separates the two from the 51 and the 64. Who will grab that second place? The 10 seems to be running away with it. Sylvia's not even close to his drive-through penalty yet. This is all about second place. There's no chance in the world that 0 can throw this one away. The 51 eyeing down the 64 for that move. 51 out of the final corner. They are neck and neck, bumper to bumper. The lead is barely anything. 4 tenths separate them. Right up against each other. Through turn 3, up through the braking of turn 4. They will go down to turn 5 now, sharp braking zone before the left-hander king of turn 7. The long, long left of turn 8, down into turn 9 thunder. And the 51 has cleared the 64. Hunix is into second. The 106 and Codersport gets a drive-through penalty, not relevant to the lead right now. But the 51 has cleared the 64. But can Hunix catch up with the last 10 minutes? Can Hunix catch 12 seconds in 10 minutes? Is that feasibly possible? I doubt it will be, but she will try. The gap after nearly 2 rounds. Necro and Sylvia both getting very, very close to CC. How far is Hunix back? 12 seconds. 12 seconds in what? 5 laps? Well, 7 laps probably. Is that possible? That's about a second and a half per lap that she has to catch to get into the lead. Now to turn 5 and 6. Yeah, 5 and 6, yeah. Into long 7, turn 8, 9, turn 9, thunder. 9 minutes on the clock. The 21 got a penalty that can drop them to 4. That means the Alten, number 4, gets through to 3rd. Where is the number 4? Or darker, no idea. I'm close to see. He is not that far ahead, it seems. We're going back to the chase for the lead. Can Onyx decrease the gap with 6 laps to go? The answer is no. The gap is extending for 0 to Nile. The 51's charge is well and truly over, it seems. The 10 running away with it. The 10 down into the Monterey hairpin. 0 to Nile with just 8 minutes on the clock. Has to hold this 13-second lead. Will it be possible for him to do so? We will find out. So, well, this will be probably 4 or 5 laps to go. Probably 5. Out of the final corner. How much will that gap to the 51 be? Is it going to increase once again? For a moment, a single CC from a penalty. He cannot cut anymore. No more cuts for him. Where's Mark Anthony? He's nearly a lap down. He's nearly a lap down. If the 98 gets a drive-through, he will still be in the lead, I believe. But it won't be by much. But the 98 has faster tires, has a faster driver, is generally a faster car. What will it be? For a moment, at 84 cc's, tantalizingly close. Just one little cut from a drive-through. Super safe about it. But never mind, there's the drive-through. 98 gets a drive-through. And they'll be down the lane for the 98. So that will likely put him ahead of the 37. 98 drive-through there. Let's see where that'll put him. Mark Anthony will be pushing. Although the drive-through should put Bromman ahead of him. Half a lap separate the two. Bromman was going to push everything to get ahead of the 37 by the end of this race. 5 minutes, 5.5 minutes, sorry, will separate these two. What will be the gap at the end of the 0 to Nile is extending the lead even more. Amp speed extending the lead even more. And the 98-37, they will be bumper to bumper after this drive-through. 98 will be pushing everything it has to get there. Five minutes left of the race. No, he's serving. It got given to him before the 5 minutes, so the 98 down pit lane. The Mark Anthony is only in turn 4. He's not going to catch. Bromman still has the lead after the drive-through. There's the 21 though. The 21 won't give anything. Won't take the lead either. 98 back out on track. 0 to Nile, even closer to that win. A masterclass from him. 15 seconds to the next car. So Necro gets a post chase. There's the 3. Alten gets a post chase, looking to demote him down to 5th. But the 10 has driven flawlessly with 3 laps to go. So, where's the 98? He is still well ahead of Mark Anthony, it seems. Mark Anthony still in second. The 98 about to get to the line. Is a lap ahead. Where is Zero Denial? He's going to be going for 3 more laps. Lucas, you have the wall, right? Three minutes left on the clock here in Pyeongchang, our 6th round of the XLMS here in South Korea. Protovision have pulled an absolute blinder on the grid from P2 to the win with a beautiful strategy. Zero Denial has just 2 laps to go. What about LMP2? Where is Faye? Faye is just out of Thunder. And where is Rokyao? Rokyao is going in towards the penultimate corner. That seems like a surefire win for Faye. Nothing will separate nothing will get those closer together. Necro there in the number 3 will get a drive-through for after the race. Zero Denial with 2 laps to go. Two minutes on the clock as well. So we are getting very close to this end of the race, and it looked like Zero has all but won this. Through Thunder Corner, under the opposite flow bridge, down into the Monterey hairpin. So, a minute and 20 seconds on the clock. It's going to be 1 more lap for Zero before he wins this race. Round the final corner. I will now dub this the roadracing.com final corner. White flag for Zero Denial. Lucas, are you ready with the wall? Through turn 4 he goes. Into turn 5. 6. Into 7. And 8. Into turn 9, Thunder Corner. He's going to go down under the opposite flow bridge. Down for turn 10 of the Monterey hairpin. The 98 just ahead of him. They will finish in unison. Well, actually the 10 will finish just ahead of Brumman, it seems. Zero Denial around the Alten hairpin. He has just 3 corners to go before he wins it all. Zero Denial pulling an absolute blinder on the field. 2 corners to go. Zero Denial will win in Pyeongchang for Pro Division's first win of the season. Wall, Lucas, wall. And they win. Brumman will win in GT for a third win of the season, doing a little bit flashy as he does so. And Faye, once again, just 2 corners to go before he wins in LMP2. Through the final corner, Faye will win Lights the Flag in LMP2. It's a win for Faye and the first one for AMSP so far this season. What a race it has been! A race for the ages. There, the LMP2s, nothing separates them. The XCC will just finish that there. The XCC will take away the wind. Will take away 6th position from the horizon, right at the line. Just a few more cars left to cross. Aaron there is going to cross the line there for a 6th place, a personal best in XLMS. 6th place there. So the Artec and now the Lone Star are the last few cars left. So yes, everyone has crossed the line. We will see you for the podium ceremony. What a race it has been. So then, LMP2, after Pride Ovation, take the first race. Now we wait for the next LMP2 to show up, I guess. Lucas, can you go get Faye's car? It's on the front stretch. Can you go get Faye? Who's in third? That's the XKZ, isn't it? Oh, it's the 18. Oh. Okay, we will bring like a random up here, I guess. It's not going great. I don't like this. There we go, okay. Don't know what Brad wants for an anthem, so we will just go with this. Okay, USA wins, okay. USA it is. So, airspeed and bear we seem American influence. Who finished in second and third? 30-something. Dark one. Okay. Anthems, 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 anthems. Let's see if we get any interviews. Let's see if we get any. It'd be incredible if we did. I doubt we do, but we will wait a few minutes and then we'll see if we get anyone. Okay, I don't think we have any interviews, so I think we will. We don't have any. So we will end off the race here in Pyeongchang with a CC limit race. Yeah, an exciting race here in Pyong. I almost said Pyongyang. It's Pyeongchang. Exciting race, and that will be all for today. It was RSCA TV. Thank you, Lucas, for joining me here in the booth. It was an interesting race. We will have Trento up next in 2 weeks' time. No ICT and no Inca Cup, so there will be a bye week, and then we will be at Trento. Hey, thanks, Lucas, for building the track, for being in the booth here, and yeah, building a track. yeah. Yeah. So yeah, exciting race. We will see everyone in Italy. Thank you for